love lost now. Here we go. 100 years is up for grabs. Monkhorst wins the first tap. Bradley tries to get the first kick. It's only short and still in the middle.
Millum Hannah's got the job on. Started already.
Andrew Cavidan pumped up.
On Gavin Brown. There's Gavin Brown in screen. Hannah's got the job on him.
Brown sending Collingwood down towards half forward. McEwen comes in from the side. He can't take the mark. Goes over the top of Rowe. Aitken taps wider afield. An opportunity for the Blues through Hogg. Can't get away. Going to get a free kick for a push.
He's made to earn that, Hogg. A knee in the head.
Matthew Hogg on the defensive side of centre. In front of the great southern stand. And these players, if they weren't pumped when they came out, they will be now. Dean goes back to Hogg. Carlton from centre wing towards half forward, but Monkhorst in front of Kernahan takes a timely move.
Collingwood have made a change. They've got Christian now on Silvani and Pert's gone on to Kernahan.
Pert's handball over the top. Chance for Dacos. Magnificent player, Peter Dacos, and kicks Collingwood over centre half forward, up to full forward, at the back Dorotich. He's caught by Watson. Ball spills free. Still in the left forward pocket for the Magpies, Dorotich. A handball close to the boundary line goes over in front of Craig Scholl. So we'll have a throw in about 35 metres around from the Collingwood goal. Manson doing the ruck work on the forward line. Cavidan from behind. Chance for Russell, no. Boundary throw in again. In much the same position as the previous one. Brad Hardy, who I believe was very, very close to selection in this big match and did very well last Saturday, kicking 9 goals in the reserves. Gleeson for Carlton. His kick is smothered. Kick towards full forward. Collingwood mark McEwen. Looking to play on. He has. And the kick goes across the face. And it's out of bounds on the full in the opposite pocket. And the free kick will be taken back there by Hogg.
Matthew Hogg going towards a congested half-back line. Monkhorst gets in front and he gives it a mighty thump down towards Francis, who's clean bowled. Still in the pocket with Russell. It's a difficult kick. It's a behind, the first score of the night.
It's an attacking move. It's not defensive what Monkhorst did on that occasion. That was worth a short pass. It travelled at least 30 metres mid-air, then ran the rest of the way. 50-metre punch.
Lee Matthews and Ron Richards look on as Peter Dean brings it back into play.
They're being ringed, the Carlton backmen.
Here comes the members' side, Manson and Dorotich. Manson got a fist to it. Aitken applies a good tackle. The ball to ground. Hannah flicks it out delightfully to Bradley, but well smothered by Monkhorst. The big man did beautifully. Brown will take an errant hand pass, but he can't take it cleanly. Collingwood fans calling for one in the back. Tony Shaw goes in to help him. Brown gets away, and now a free kick has been found. Going the way of the skipper, Tony Shaw. McEwen drifts towards half forward. He pulls this ball in towards the pocket. Manson trying to flick it down towards Rowe. Keeps it in play to Dacos. His kick is smothered. Beautifully stolen. Hogg gets a hurried kick. Now a chance for Williams to show his wares. Off to Gleeson. Carlton towards half forward. Silvani beaten. Good mark taken by Pert.
And Gary Pert plays on quickly. Looks to go on the left, but ducks around and then kicks with the right foot up towards half forward. A good kick too for position. Turner runs onto it. The bounce was favourable. Brilliantly tackled by Kernahan. The tackling is enormous. Here's a chance for Scholl. Runs straight at it. Ball rebounds. Russell. Dacos held. Didn't have the football. And Dacos will take the free kick at centre half forward for Collingwood.
A lot of pressure.
Kicked this.
A lot of pressure out there at the moment. Gavin Brown fumbled on centre wing earlier.
He's got onto the torpedo. It's a magnificent kick. It is a behind. Peter Dacos, torpedo punt kick. Dean.
Been a great start, Robbo.
My word. I think Collingwood may have settled down a little earlier. Dean's kick in. Pretty good. Mark taken by Alvin.
Tom Alvin from half back. Drifting it in towards the centre. Wants Aitken. And a fine mark over the top.
Champion, this bloke.
Gavin Brown is a champion. Former best and fairest. Wants Graham Wright on centre wing. With him is Rowe. They're both quick. over the line.
Wright didn't like that little bit of an old. You can see there, Julio. I was waiting for that. Wright will go back again.
Collingwood still have it in their attacking zone. Gleeson comes away from half-back. In towards the centre he goes. Kernahan takes it. He'll want Silvani further down the ground.
Oh.
He plays on, loses it, then regains it, and then gets caught. Gleeson in front of McGuan. McGuan does well. He bottles it up, then pokes it out the back door towards Turner, but in the meantime the whistle has sounded, and Mickey McGuan will get a free kick on centre wing.
Some uncharacteristic fumbles out there. I mentioned Brown earlier. Kernahan on that occasion.
McGuan. Deep into the pocket he goes.
Good mark.
50.
Some great matchups here.
Two youngsters too, Sandy. Young Watson.
And Sexton.
Only played a handful of games, and Sexton. It was just learning the trade slowly but surely and improving with every game.
So 50 brings him down to centre wing. Towards half forward. Silvani came steaming out. Spalding there also, but over the line. And another throw in. Earl Spalding, former Demon, and there's the Carlton camp.
Yeah, there's some good players on there, or good past players there. Gallagher, Silvani, Lofts. Now the free kick has been picked out of it. It's going to Carlton, and it's going to be taken by Brown. Brown is, not Brown, it's Hogg. Is 50 metres from goal. Short pass, pretty good too. Kernahan, good lead. It's not a mark, it's a free kick. Williams has got it, but
that was good play by Hogg, because he was waiting for something to happen. There was nothing in the goal square. Monkhorst had dropped back to crowd it up, and there were just no options. He spotted Kernahan. A good lead, and also a good kick by Hogg. And Kernahan well within kicking distance.
And Stephen Kernahan has had his hands on it a couple of times, and bad fumble near the centre of the ground. And that one there, I think he would normally make a meal of that, but perhaps fortunate that Michael Christian, in his endeavours to break it down, gave away a free kick. So Kernahan from 35 metres out. The angle not all that difficult. Certainly will get the distance. Good looking kick. It's straight through the centre. But Kernahan gets the first goal of the game. The Blues lead 1 goal to Collingwood 2 behinds.
In a pressure situation, such as kicking for goal, this is the man I would select in the AFL. Very cool in a crisis. He's kicked many good pressure goals. And there is the first one of the game. He's kicked 21 coming into this game. That was his 22nd for the season.
Free kick to be taken by Collingwood out of the centre. Monkhorst to the running Russell. Inside 50. First to recover for Carlton is Sexton. Williams there to help. It's going to be interesting to see how the Diesel performs tonight, as that one's taken over the line on the other side. Almost down to centre wing.
Probably take a little while to acclimatise Sandy. There he is on screen. Played at Geelong, Sydney Swans, and now Carlton.
Monkhorst flicks it out of the air, goes over the top to McGuan. Wider to Dacos. Tries to farm it on to McGuan, who drifts down to the half-forward line. Centering kick to half-forward. Manson will have to come over the top. Can't take the mark. McEwen charges, so too does Brown. He goes to ground. Hannah asks the question, and the umpire says a bounce will be the result. Umpires tonight, Dennis Rich and Chris Mitchell. The Blues by 4 points. Rowe wanted to steal it. He's going to have a chance now. Shrugs one tackle, gets caught on the other. Back to McEwen, tucked in a tight pocket. He too has been pinged. The tackling has been ferocious. The advantage has been paid, and Carlton is out of trouble. Brown comes over the top of Tony Shaw, who stands there and recovers well. Kicks to half forward.
Oh, it's a push
Rowe
out.
could have given a nudge. Aitken tries to get through heavy traffic. He finds
well,
Gleeson. Adrian Gleeson, originally from Koroit, kicks up towards the left half forward flank, where it goes over the line once again. And Gleeson already in this game, 4 kicks and 1 hand pass. And look at Tony Shaw.
Definitely have to go off the ground with that.
Well, one would think so.
Left half forward for the Blues. The kick smothered. Chance for Gleeson. Leaves it for Bradley. Tackled in the back, says the umpire. Collingwood fans not happy. Free kick taken by Bradley at left half forward. Gives the hand pass on. Brown. Good kick too to the front of the square. Carlton mark taken by Silvani. Collingwood players going back with the flight of the ball. Not judging it all that well, and Silvani has the ball about 45 metres from goal directly in front.
Well, he was under a cloud, this man. In screen there, Stephen Silvani. An ankle injury earlier in the week. Couldn't have been too severe, otherwise he wouldn't have played tonight, because they do take a while to overcome.
Important player for Carlton. Stephen Silvani kicks for goal. Hooks the kick just a little bit. And it's through for a behind. So the Blues, 1-1, lead Collingwood 2 behind.
The trainer's just been out with Tony Shaw and squirted water on that cut on the forehead.
Pert goes short to right. He bounces his way out of the back pocket. Down to the defensive 50-metre line and past it. Several players having problems in that area with the light. Dorotich does well, but he catches Alban unawares. Trying to storm through his Aythorne. He does well, Mark Aythorne. Into half forward. Silvani steals it. A shot from 48 metres. It bounces in towards goal and hits the post. 1-2. Plays 2 behinds in a tight opening.
Terrific stuff, Sandy, huh?
This is what it's all about, yes, particularly on a night like this.
Well, the next best thing to a grand final, I guess, the build-up for this match.
Straight down the middle goes Pert. Christian in front. Couldn't take it. At half forward, Starcevic wants someone going past. Tony Shaw has recovered from that nasty cut. He gets a left foot kick in towards the pocket. Bit of pushing, but a good mark eventually taken by Michael Sexton.
His kick is too high for Scholl. Turner just slipped out of his fingers. Chance for McGuan. Quick kick towards centre half forward. Marking contest. Good punch away by Aitken. Hogg gathers. Dean's quick kick. Gleeson's underneath it. Bounces all right for Bradley. Onto it quickly. Craig Bradley kicks towards centre half forward, and Spalding marks on his chest. 2 kicks from goal. He's going for the long one. Well inside the 50-metre line. Punched away by Krasiska. Punched away by Pert. Chance for Wright. De Julio onto him quickly. Tony Shaw forced to kick quickly from the tackle by Spalding. The kick goes wide, and it's out of bounds on the full. The free kick to be taken for Carlton out there by young Scholl.
Really, Spalding could have made more of that kick because he had Silvani on a good lead, yet he spotted Kernahan, who had 3 Collingwood players around him.
Scholl has gone to half forward, but the whistle has sounded.
There's been a bit of holding, Sandy.
And it looks as though Steve Kernahan is going to get a kick from 50 metres.
It's good as umpires picking up those things. A lot of holding does go on behind play. Players trying to get the advantage over their opponent, and the way they deliver the ball now, it is very hard for a backman to stop a forward.
Kernahan has kicked the only goal to date in this game. From just outside 50, he's always very deliberate in his approach. From 54 metres. Drop punt won't quite make the distance. It's hammered over the back for 1 behind.
You know, from the early part where Collingwood probably dictated a little bit, Carlton have steadied a bit better, and they've had the most of the play in the middle 8 minutes of this game. Gary Pert now to kick it back into play. We've got just over 13 minutes left. A beautiful kick by Pert, well over 60 metres. No mark taken. Ball at the back. Brown. Scholl the tackler, but Brown gets it away. Shaw fumbles. Back to Scholl. Chance for Bradley. Close to the boundary line. Good ball handler. Oh, down Brown, the tackler. Surely that's a free kick. And Bradley will take it. Gavin Brown just a little too emphatic with that tackle.
Watch this on replay. Bradley going back with head down. This could have been dangerous. Look how he ducked the head. You never do that.
Oh, kick towards half forward. Hogg into goal from a difficult angle. It's out of bounds on the full. Right forward pocket for Carlton and Matthew Hogg. Only 12 months ago, playing a lot of his football out in the Western Oval. Here he is on the MCG, playing in front of 100,000 people.
Pert's long kick to the half-back line. Monkhorst was there, couldn't take it. Turner, a kick that's partly smothered. Francis is a great dasher. to centre wing Aitken. Can't pick it up cleanly, but he does have assistance. Hannah needed it. Russell now is away. An opportunity for Starcevic. In towards half forward. McEwen's in the pocket. Can he keep it in play?
Oh, well,
beautifully smothered. Falls back towards Gleeson, who's had a good start to the game. Russell again. Had a look. Swung round his body. Dacos can kick miracle goals. Tried to tap onto Rowe, which was clever. Tremendous pressure out there at the moment. Rowe goes to ground. Alvin in. And finally, a free kick has been picked up. It's going to go the way of Carlton.
Scotty, it's amazing what the pressure can produce with the players. The ball handling now, not too sure at all.
Well, look at the way they're going in there. It's just fantastic the way the commitment these teams are showing in their approach to the ball. Terrific stuff.
You know, Sandy, when a good team breaks clear of the opposition and they don't put any pressure on, everything looks so fancy. But here, 1-3 to 2 behinds, what are we now? 11 minutes left in the first term. You can see exactly what happens when the pressure is really on.
Shades of just how tight it was in their very first encounter when only 5 goals were scored.
My word.
Here goes Williams, sending Carlton in towards Silvani. Pert playing in front, pushes down, but Kernahan is the man that's there. Almost back to Williams. In fact, it is. Oh, he does it well. Players are having some trouble, however, holding the football. And perhaps, as Robbo said, it's the pressure.
Carlton
too high.
Free kick. Player tackled after he gave the hand pass away was young Scholl.
So he'll take it on right half forward. Carlton deep into attack again. Silvani, will he get there in time? He is flying over the line.
Gee, he throws himself in with gay abandon. He's going to look. He's injured himself again. Watch the way he just keeps his eye on the ball. Oh, Stephen.
Kernahan doing the ruck work. Christian at the back. Kicks the ball back in towards the centre. The bounce all too fickle for the Magpies. Free kick to Starcevic being held. Advantage is paid. Krasiska summed it up beautifully. Goes for goal. Gavin Krasiska from 50 metres. A lovely kick by Krasiska is Collingwood's first goal. Magnificent football by Krasiska. Collingwood 1-2, trail the Blues 1-3.
Well, he does a lot of that off that half-back line, Krasiska, running deep down in the forward line. Look at the way he does this. Taps it out on centre wing, then goes to the bounce. 1, 2. And a beautiful kick, 55 metres out. His first.
There's just 1 point the difference as we go to our special guests, Mike Williamson, Lou Richards and EJ, Ted Whitten. Mike.
Okay, thanks, Sandy. And the Magpies, I get the feeling maybe struggling a little bit because Carlton have hit them with just about everything. There's Rowe of Collingwood up towards the half-forward flank on the members' side, looking for the lead. And has he got it? Nobody able to mark there. A chance here for Cavendish getting the ball across. Dorotich now going to the outer flank or southern stand flank. Jamie Turner. Turner steering it in towards Dacos. Dacos manoeuvring around there, eventually puts his bit into it, drives right into the goal square, and off the hands to the ground it comes. Carlton defenders coming in there, forcing it over the boundary line, and will take the throw in. Peter Dean, always cool in the crisis. Louis, I think your crowd's under a bit of pressure.
Well, they are, but there's only a point the difference, so there's nothing in this game at the moment. And Collingwood into attack now, picked up by Manson out to Dacos. He's got a chance. No, it's Rowe. Rowe having a shot at the goals. And the ball is marked there, down there by Watson, right on the boundary line. The Magpies got up to a slow start, but they're starting to settle down now. Takes a hook around at the goals. But he's missed that, hit the post, and the score's at dead level.
He hit both posts, Lou.
Well, that's fair enough, Ted.
Well,
So
it's that then?
That's still a point.
Still a point.
But it hit one and ricocheted off to the other.
You'll get 2 points for that.
So the ball back in the play now, out towards that half-back flank. Picked up by Alvin. Alvin drives it back towards the centre wing position.
Oh, yes.
Nearly a mark there. It'll be a mark paid to Aitken out there on the centre wing position. Over to you, Ted.
Yeah, battle of defences so far. Round centre wing they go, and it's been marked by Gleeson. Gleeson now on the outer side wing, looking for a lead. It's on. Oh, it's He kicked into the man on the mark in Russell. He comes again. Gleeson tried to get a handball to Bradley. Bradley chased by Turner close to the line, but he gets a hurried kick high in the air. Scholes there, but it's over the boundary line on the full, and a free kick going to Christian.
Well, I think you'll agree, Ted and Mike, it's a great game so far. The pressure on both sides, but the Magpies are coming back now after a slow start, Mike.
Enormous. Pert now with a chance to clear along the member stand wing. Oh, he ducks in towards the centre now. There it goes to Monkhurst, and the big fella makes no mistake. His marker right, a quick hand pass across, and away they go. Pert from the centre of the MCG. A big kick into the forward zone, a bit of jostling there. Dorotich couldn't take control. Picked up by Sexton. Sexton, I think he's put it over the boundary line on the full. Francis will take the kick.
Well, it's Francis to take the kick down there in that forward pocket position. Scores dead level, 9 points apiece. And we've got a ball game on our hands tonight. There's no doubt about that.
Tony Francis now the player, take the free kick. Louis about 45 metres out from goal. He's on a very acute angle, left forward pocket, kick it to the scoreboard end. He goes for the kick now, puts it high in the air. Sitting underneath is Caden and Saxon. But Watson flies, and Watson plays on. Umpires brought him back, and he will take the kick.
Well, that's the a great mark. The big feature about this young fellow, he can jump, but he's very thin. I tell you, when he's that thin, he could have a bath in a thermometer, really.
Louis looks like he's going to go for the pass. No, he's running around with the banana kick. It's a shocker. It's a shocker. He's put it through for 1 point only. That was... Louis, I don't believe in that. I think they should take the deliberate shot of swinging the left boot.
I go along with you, Mike, but the difference
There's the mark again, Lou. Have a look at that. He flew very high. One grab it was.
Well, the point is now Collingwood in front by a point, and we're waiting for the ball to come back into play. Out it goes there, and a mark taken here by Williams down there in the forward back pocket. Over it goes now, and the ball marked by Brown. Brown shoots the ball around towards the wing position, punched out by Krzyzka. There's a chance for Scotty Russell. He's been in everything so far. Punched out by Dorotich. Dorotich going in pretty hard, picked up by Rowe, and a good pass. Marked there by Starcevic, but he's off target, and it's through for a point. So the Magpies 2 points in front now. The score, Collingwood 1 goal for 10 points to Carlton 1-3-9 points.
1-5-11, Louis.
1-5-11.
Okay, it's
The
very hot
eyesight's
down
not
there.
as good as it used to be, fellas.
I'll tell you something though, Lou, it's very hot down on that ground. You and I were down there pre-match, and it's very, very warm, isn't it?
Well, I think it's the fireworks that could have caused that, Michael.
Yeah, you loved those too, didn't you?
It's young Brown that's taken the mark there from the kick in by Dean there, Mick, and he plays on from the centre half back position, comes around the wing side of the members stand, they fly high, there's no mark, away they travel. A chance here for Gleeson, has one bounce, puts it onto his left boot, and he goes half forward looking for Kernahan. Knocked away from Kernahan, and in they come. Led here by DeLulio, he's tackled. He goes to the deck, and they come in, the Magpies, left, right and centre. Umpires said, give it to me, and a ball up will take place.
Ken, I think the Magpies have settled down a bit now, and they're going in a bit hard. They lacked a little bit of initiative early, but they're going at them now, aren't they?
I reckon after those fireworks, Louis, everybody would take time to settle.
I think they were stunned by the blitzkrieg, taken by Monkhurst into the centre. Mickey Mugwan, and away he goes with the speed of a striking cobra. He runs to the wing position on the outer side of the ground. He's still going. Go, Mickey. Eventually kicks down to the half-forward flank over the head of Dorotich. Cavanagh comes in there, couldn't get to it. McEwen, a long hand pass across here. And here's a go for Scott Russell. Cavanagh in the last line of defence, marked safely. Goes to the half-back flank on the outer side. And Aitken has possession. Over towards Williams. In comes Williams. Starcevic there for Collingwood. Hooks it around nicely to Mickey Mugwan. Mugwan to right. Right of Collingwood up towards centre half. Oh, boy. Turner went down. He's okay though. He's up again. In comes Dacos. Dacos, a hand pass across, and the Magpies going into attack.
And it's Krzyzka breaking clear, sending it down towards that full forward position. McEwen comes out, pushed his opponent in the back that time, but the umpire said play on. They're still scrimmaging around there now, down in that forward pocket position. Picked up by Aitken, hooks the ball back. And there's a chance now for Carlton to get clear through little Gleeson out there on the centre wing position on the member side. Back it goes now, the ball driven up by Athorn up towards centre half forward. Pert took too long to pick it up. He broke out of the back. Beautiful. Finally kicked up now towards centre half back. or forward for Collingwood. Finally, it's tapped out now. Picked up again by Carlton. They send the ball back towards that half-forward line.
It was Brown, Louis, and Brown has it again on the rebound. Gets a long handball out to the open space as Francis goes in and takes the ball over the boundary line on the members' stand wing. 1-5-11 Collingwood, Carlton 1-3-9. Almost 25 minutes into the first quarter here in the match of the century. The boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Monkhurst gets up, Kernahan's there, and there's Christian with a handball, goes to Tony Shaw. He taps it out to McGuan and he darts away in superior pace. He's showing the other players up as he drives down to full forward. He's on a lead there. No, couldn't take it on the half volley there, McEwen, but he backs out of trouble. Shoots a long handball down to Dacos. He's in trouble, drops it. He tries to recover. In comes Rowe. He's trying to lend support. Dacos has held, and the umpire said yes. Dacos held about 25 metres out from goal. He's almost directly in front, a chance of bringing up Collingwood's second goal. A free kick or not, Louis? There's a free player, the free coming up here now. Dacos not in possession. The umpire said he was held and has paid the free kick.
Well, Aitken was hanging on there like nobody's business. Now Dacos with a chance to score. And there it is, Collingwood's third goal. And the Magpies now move. What's this?
It's a second
goal.
Second.
What are you trying to achieve already?
2-5-17 Collingwood lose to Carlton 1-3-9, and we've gone 26 minutes.
There's the free again. And of course you watch Aitken hanging on to Dacos. There's no doubt about the free kick. Well, it's Collingwood 2 goals, 5-17 to Carlton, 1 goal, 3-9.
Don't give them the scores until they get them in future.
Okay, thank you. We see Kernahan with the ball now. He's only about 35 metres out from goal, directly in front. And Kernahan, usually a very accurate kick for goal. And a lot relying on this guy tonight because he's the skipper, the inspiration of the side. Now let's see whether he can kick this goal or not. Directly in front.
Will he put it through, Lou?
Well, he's a very good kick, but sometimes he misses the easy one. Let's see what he does with this one, Ted. There it is on the way. Yes. And the umpire doesn't move. It's a goal to Carlton.
2 goals to Steve Kernahan, and the Blues reply. They trail by 2 points, 2-3 to Collingwood's 2-5.
16 kicks last week. The man on screen, number 4, 5 goals, 2. It's one of their better players. They didn't have too many good players last week, Carlton. And their defeat against Footscray. Incidentally, Glenelg best and fairest 1983, 84 and 85, Steve Kernahan.
2 points in it, favouring the Pies. Cavidan and Monkhurst go at it. Williams has had little influence on the game so far. Gleeson's been the busiest of the Rovers, picking up 7 kicks. It's on half forward for Collingwood, overrun by Rowe. Chance for Gleeson again. He's having a marvellous first quarter. Finding Brown on centre wing.
Much improved player, Fraser Brown. Just on the ground 2 weeks ago against St Kilda.
Spalding wants it at half forward. Fisted away from him. Taken by Russell. Pumps it back to Collingwood's half forward zone. The speedsters, Dorotich and Manson. Dorotich muscles his way to the front. Does well. Short to Brown. He's on half back.
And Fraser Brown being forced to go back and kick over the man on the mark. I'm sure Carlton would want to move this quickly. Brown's kick is a good one in the Spalding direction. Monkhurst at the back. Free kick is to Spalding against Gaffer.
Was that against Gaffer or the fact that Monkhurst went for the ball and pushed him out? I thought Monkhurst only had eyes for the ball.
Well, it's with Spalding, and he's kicked towards full forward. Kernahan, oh, brilliant interception by Perth, who's doing exceptionally well back there on that full back line. And backing himself on every occasion, playing on Stephen Silvani. Question mark over Silvani about his fitness. Boundary throw in, left forward pocket for the Blues. Kernahan doing the ruck work. Ball comes to the back. Chance here for Russell for Collingwood. Loves to run with a footy. Kicks it in towards the centre. Dorotich and Manson. Manson's been quiet, but he gets rid of Dorotich. A little push out. Still there, Aitken, who's done pretty well. Handball over the top to the advantage of Scholl, and away go Carlton. Scholl approaches the wing, kicks towards half forward, getting underneath it. The most courageous little player in the caper, Tony Shaw. Lovely handball, creates for Dacos at Collingwood. In towards the centre, and McGuan marks.
Mickey McGuan has been busy. 7 kicks for the quarter to McGuan. Out comes McEwen. Solid defence by Carlton. Hannah bounced his way out of trouble. He's in the middle. Inside the last 20 seconds.
Well done, Gary Pert.
He's played very well.
Well done. Just a great game.
He's had a lot to do in the first quarter. 10 seconds remaining. Russell's going to have to be quick to Christian. Michael Christian in towards half forward. Collingwood needs a mark. McEwen can't take it.
Well done,
Tries to
Hannah.
run through Hannah, he can't.
That's well done.
And he's lost it.
What a tackle. To stand down there, McEwen was bearing down. Perhaps he should have ducked the shoulder.
And there is the siren to end the first quarter in the game of the century. Collingwood leads by 2 points. 2-5-17. Carlton a 2-3-15.
Thank you, Sandy. What a great clash. Tough and hard.
2 points the margin, favouring the Maggies as we go into the second quarter. Monkhorst wins it with a tap down towards half forward. Dacos tried to pedal on. Aitken put a stop to that. Dorotich. Oh, beautifully stolen by Manson. He in turn loses it to Hannah. Hannah running across half back. Finds Athorn. He's in trouble. The ball spills free. Cavidan picks it up. Down towards half forward. A chance for Krosiska. Dodging, weaving, twisting and turning. He goes to Monkhorst at half back.
Well, what Collingwood have done, have got Starcevic down, taking Christian's place, and Morwood's come on the half forward line in place of Starcevic.
Centre of the ground is Graham Wright. Swings onto the left foot. He's a very good kick on the left. In towards half forward. Thumped the ground by Elvin. Here's a chance for Jamie Turner around the corner up in front of a goal. Rowe in front. Couldn't quite take the mark. Almost a free kick to Watson. Tries to hook it around. There's little Rowe again. Brad Rowe. Watson is there. Trying hard. So is Dean. Hannah. Playing a good game, Millen Hannah. Greatly improved players. Hannah, there's Dean ducking the head, but he breaks the tackle. Peter Dean, a class player, breaks away, gives it to Mark Athorn. And Athorn brings it to the centre wing area. Bradley, an important player to Carlton. A quick kick in towards full forward. At the back is Kernahan. He's got Starcevic to beat. It's tapped wide. Players going in very, very hard. Here's Silvani. Doesn't look 100% fit. Off the ground by Bradley. Taken by Gafer. Gave it a Monkhorst. Silvani comes at him. The quick kick to centre. Wingers players race after us. Krosiska versus Fraser Brown. Krosiska. Fraser Brown, and Fraser Brown taps it to the line.
Skill very hard to execute, Peter, under the pressure that these players are applying to one another.
Well, one defence is going to have to crack, you would imagine. Which one will it be? Monkhorst tried to get it to Brown, but it's Bradley across to Williams. Greg Williams. 3 hand passes to date and 4 kicks. It hasn't had a major influence on the game.
Deliberate. Well, his man is Mick McGuan, and Mick McGuan's really running off him and running deep into the forward line. That is one problem with Williams' game. Not much defence. He's really got to win the ball.
McGuan 8 kicks and 2 hand passes. He's had a fine game. Silvani flicking back towards half forward. Out comes Kernahan. It's fisted away from him. Brown got a cruel bounce. Turner's clearing kick goes back towards the centre. Morwood a chance. He's come onto the ground because Christian is off. Russell kicks long and low and beautifully to Ron McEwen.
Exceptionally quick Ron McEwen over the first couple of yards. The big fellows you can see on screen, and can kick the ball a proverbial mile.
He's going to be kicking from around 50 metres. Good looking drop punt off the boot, but one behind only. We mentioned Michael Christian limping off the ground. What's his problem, Gerard?
Well, the medical staff at Collingwood tell me he's got a bit of a strain in the right knee. They're not quite sure whether he'll be available for the rest of the game.
Well, he was the man assigned to Steve Kernahan. Peter Dean. To the half-back line, it's all Carlton. The mark taken by Cavidan. Andrew Cavidan preferred in the ruck tonight to Justin Madden. Cavidan, a wobbly kick to the half-forward line over the back. Oh, it favours Spalding. A good bounce. DeLilio breaks away. Kick off the side of the boot. Bradley races in after it. Tries to tap it on. He's got backup support from Scholl, who stays for a free kick. Taken by Russell. Well done by Bradley. Hand pass over the top. Graham Wright goes back to save the day. Well done. Good play by the Collingwood wingman. And that was Gafer. Michael Gafer. turning the tide. Over to Jamie Turner, a wobbly kick. Francis has hardly been sighted. Tony Francis, plenty of time. He is a class player. He's looking for an option. Oh, too slow, Tony. As we see Matthew Hogg gives it across to Gleeson, who's had a very good game. Greg Williams showing his class, Williams. Plenty of time. Back to Matthew Hogg. In towards full forward. Silvani has dropped the mark. He's got back up support. He goes to get it himself. Stephen Silvani around the corner. It bounces in towards goal. Spalding, goal to Carlton. Good play by the Blues. And Carlton hit the front 3-3 to 2-6.
Well, there's no doubt about Silvani's fitness. The way he ran after that ball, then he's fit. To get away from Gary Pert is a very good player. Look, there he is. He's getting away. He's got a lot of speed, Silvani, on that occasion, so he's not too bad. Then again, he's got to turn, and that's where an ankle comes into play, when you've got to turn.
Collingwood 2-6, Carlton a 3-3. The Blues lead by 3 points. Here's Mike Williamson.
And the Blues into attack once again, and Kernahan has taken the mark. He's kicked two, has he not? Kernahan directly in front. Well, Lou won't make a prediction, but I'll predict he'll steer this one right through.
Captains don't miss these, Mick.
No, it's
Well, these are the sort of goals that when the captain kicks it, it lifts the entire side, Ted, doesn't it?
Sure does.
And of course, he's going for goal number 3 now.
I like his preparation when he's having a shot for goal. Body well over the football.
slight angle, the ball's on its way. Oh, it didn't come off the boot too handsomely, but it got there, and it's another goal. 3 to Kernahan.
It's a mongrel old kick, wasn't it?
Well, it didn't deserve a goal, but it's there, and that's what counts. The score's on the board.
Carlton are now 4-3-27 to Collingwood 2-6-18.
There's the mark again. Now we'll wait for Kernahan to have this kick. It's a wobbly old one, but it got there. Pert missed that one completely.
Manson's off the ground for Collingwood. Lou, and Richardson is on.
Well, Collingwood in a bit of trouble. They've already lost Christian, and Carlton at 27 points to Collingwood 18. Now it needs Collingwood to lift their game. The ball is kicked back right towards centre half forward, picked up by Elvin. The ball swings back into attack by Carlton. The mark taken by the Collingwood skipper there, Tony Shaw. He's just about at centre field, a little short of centre field, and gives the ball over to Richardson, just coming on the ground, replacing Christian. Over to McGuan, who's played a great game so far. There's a pass, and what a ripper! A beautiful pass by Mickey McGuan, and he's found Ronnie McEwen, and he'd only be about 25 metres out from goal on a very slight angle. Now the Magpies badly need this goal, because you can't afford to let a side like Carlton get a break on you. Waiting on McEwen to have this shot. There it is on the way. And there's no doubt about it. It's the goal to the Magpies.
Scoreboard, Collingwood 3-6-24 to Carlton 4-3-27. Well, there's that mark. That's Richardson getting the ball over here. Mickey McGuan, the runner, and running extremely well. And there it is, Ronnie McEwen. And here's his kick for goal. Nice. Nice. Collingwood looking good.
And back at centre field, the umpire coming in to put it down again. Monkhurst waiting to get up high against Cavidan. Cavidan sits underneath. Monkhurst got the knock. Hogg was held play on, said the umpire. Taken away by Dorotitz, taken by Spalding. He kicks high looking for Silvani. Knocked away from Pert by Silvani. They head for the boundary line. Pert leads in the race for the ball. Starcevic lends support. He ducks around one. Gives a handball to Wright. Wright comes around in front of the smoker stand. It's a grass cutter being marked down there by Russell. Umpire's call play on. Russell goes to the centre, and Monkhurst has got away on his own. He's loose in the centre. It's a beautiful pass, and it's a mark downfield by Gavin Brown. He bounces back to his feet. Collingwood have got a little bit more system. Here's the lead, but chipping into Sexton. Takes a good mark in defence. Hits the ground full of running. Gives a handball to Aythorn. He heads over here looking for Williams, and Williams has taken a mark for Carlton.
Williams steers it in towards the centre. A chance for Gleeson. He gets it almost on the half volley. Hand pass over here to Shaw. Back to Gleeson. It's too high for Gleeson, but he comes in courageously. Another hand pass. O'Sullivan can't break clear. The tackling's fierce. Over to Aitken. Aitken a big kick into the forward line. Silvani's in that lot. Kernahan knocks it clear. Shaw is in there. Nobody able to break clear. And eventually here they go. It's Bradley. Zigzagging around into the pocket, and the mark has been taken over there by Alvin. Alvin in the forward pocket on the Great Southern Stand side.
Well, it's Tommy Alvin now with a chance to score. We're waiting on Alvin. 3 points the difference in favour of the Blues, and they're playing pretty strong football at the moment. They've got Collingwood on the hop. They're the aggressive side as we wait now for Alvin. About 5 metres in from the boundary line, only about 15 metres out. There's the kick. Oh, it's a shocking kick by Tommy Alvin. And it's out of bounds on the foot.
It was a defender's kick, Lou.
Well, he's played most of his football on the half-back line. We wait now for the ball to come back into play by Pert, flying high as Monkhurst, doing a great job. There's the Macedonian marvel, scooping it off the top of the back like a real champ. Over it goes to Mickey McGuannon. What a game he's playing. Driven down towards centre-half forward. Sexton juggles the mark, picked up by Watson. A pot shot towards the goals. McEwen having a battle there. It's through for 1 point. This is real pressure football now, fellas. Real pressure football, and the difference still 3 points in favour of Carlton.
The crowd, huge crowd, enjoying every moment of it. The kick out from Dean going to the outer flank there. A Carlton mark. It's taken there by Sexton. Sexton from the half-back flank to the wing position. A chance for Aitken. He marks. Scott Russell a bit too late coming in there. Forcing it up towards Gleeson, close to the boundary line. He fumbles it. He's still going. A kick off the ground in desperation. Snared there by Dacos. And his big kick into the forward zone. Out they come, and up goes Dorotich. And Dorotich marks in defence. Very solid mark by the big fella. Whoa, Turner went in there. Brought the house down with him, and I think the mark has been paid to Coverton. He'll be lucky if he doesn't get that taken away from him. Coverton of Carlton getting the ball further afield, and the Blues, as Lou pointed out just a minute ago, looking very aggressive indeed. Hogg swings that ball into the centre, up towards centre-half forward, and again we find Aitken there. Back to Hogg. Another hand pass, and we find Aythorne driving forward. Up goes Kernahan, and he marks.
Well, Perth's got a very hard job in picking up Kernahan. He's already kicked 3 goals. There's the mark. Perth a little bit slow and couldn't get up there to punch that ball away, but Kernahan another chance to kick a goal here now from about 35 metres out on a very slight angle, and the difference only 2 points. This will be a danger goal if he gets this for Collingwood. There it is on its way, and there's no doubt about that. That's right through the middle for a goal. Well, that's Kernahan's fourth, and we see there's the score. 5 goals, 3-33 Carlton to Collingwood. 3 goals, 7-25.
Let's have a look at how the people in the Southern Stand saw it. Stephen Kernahan, a marvellous player. Well, we'll have a look at the kick now. Back in action with Mr. Football, Ted Whitman.
There's a centre bounce, and Monkhurst gets the ball down towards Dacos onto his right boot. He goes to the centre-half forward position, flying high. Aitken comes in. He's got support from Sexton, but Aitken has the run of the football. He stops Props. He brings it right across the face of goal. Danger, but Hogg's there, lends support, gives a handball out to his teammate in Dean. He's got big Cavenden down here. It's an awkward-looking bounce. Out they come to meet it. Carlton have got the numbers, and there goes Dean through the pack. A chance here for Turner. Hits the ground. A handball over to McEwen. In turn, he handballs to Russell. He goes short, and he finds Richardson. A handball to centre-half forward, and Dacos goes bang at the big stick, and he's put it right through the centre for another one to Collingwood.
How about the Macedonian marvel? What a goal.
Collingwood 5-3-33. Correction here. Carlton 5-3-33. Collingwood 4-7-31.
Well, there we see a kick coming over now to Richardson. Good play on the part of Richardson. Quick thinking. And Dacos from a long way out put it right through the centre. And that's put Collingwood back in the game now. Only 2 points the difference, and the Woods back in business.
And back at centre field again, the umpire has a close look, making sure the big men, oh, there's a free kick. There's been an infringement there, and little Bradley will take the kick for Carlton. He drives it high with a long punt kick up to the full forward position. They fly Kernahan. No mark, in goes Gleeson, comes without the football. There was a chance for Russell. Out they come to meet it again. Krasiska kicks the ball off the ground. They hit centre wing, and there come the pacey players right close to the boundary line, but the brilliant Bradley gets out of jail here, goes for the pass, but Mickey McGuan safe on the half-back line, marks for Collingwood, plays on, drives down through the centre, looking for Shaw. Shaw doesn't let him down, tackled by Scholl, out goes the left arm, and Shaw plays on now, goes to half-forward.
And a great bit of play down by Shaw, but the ball comes now, cleared away by Sexton, back to the centre of the ground. Punched out by McGuan. Shaw in the van. There he goes down. He's playing a real Oh, they're throwing themselves at him as Williams drives it up towards Kernahan and Pert. It beats them both and through for 1 point. By golly, they've both been business here tonight, these two sides.
Tell you what, Lou, the pressure has been tremendous for the 2 quarters so far, and one of these back lines have got a crack shortly.
Well, they're certainly giving the big crowd here their money's worth and putting some real pressure on both sides as the ball comes back out there towards that wing position or half-back. Punched out by Hannah. A chance now for Russell, getting plenty of kicks. But it's a bad hand pass. Dacos grabs Bradley that time. The ball comes back to Gleeson. A long kick up towards the goals. Monkhurst has got the sit. And he's got the mark. He's played a fair game tonight, Monkhurst. Played very well last week against North Melbourne. Kick by Monkhurst is a short one. He's found Starcevic, who's now playing at centre half back because Christian went off the ground. Goes for a hand pass. Picked up by Pert. A long kick to the centre of the ground. But no one there for Collingwood. Oh, Scholl got under that one. There's a chance now for Collingwood's Richardson kicked off the ground by Turner. A high one. Ball knocked out. The umpire called play. I thought it might have been a mark to Carlton, but he said no. In goes Tommy Alvin. They pile on top of him. And the umpire will ball it up right on just about the 50-metre mark down the Collingwood attacking zone.
Louis, it's ferocious tackling, as you pointed out before.
Looks like Alvin's gone back to defence, and Collingwood losing across the half-forward line, Mick.
There's the bounce. The big men get up there, not clear, not entirely clear. Goes to Richardson, over to Russell. Russell down forward. Here's an awkward one. McEwen's there, twisting, turning, puts his left foot into it, and it's offline. Offline, one behind only to the Pies.
32 plays 34. Carlton leading by 2 points. In a tight game, Williams. Almost down to centre wing. Alvin is free to roam towards Kernahan. Right on his hammer is Gary Pert, and it's over the line on the outer side.
Greg Williams just starting to come into the game, Peter.
Yes, and a good move by Lee Matthews to get Gary Pert onto Kernahan. He was the danger man.
Williams 7 kicks, 4 hand passes. Kernahan tries to swat it from behind. Brown picks it up now. O'Sullivan tries to use brute strength. Shaw ducked his head. O'Sullivan gets another chance. It's a high kick, centering kick. It's a mark. Extraordinary mark by Silvani. How could he come out with that?
Collingwood making a change. I think Gavin Brown's going up on the forward line, and Richardson may come up and take Brown's position. We'll just wait and see what happens there.
Stephen Silvani looking for his first, is to make the margin 8 points.
Kicked 2 points already tonight, Stephen Silvani.
And there's his first goal. Carlton lead by 8 points.
He usually is a very accurate kick for goal, Stephen Silvani. Coming into this game, he kicked 12 goals, 3 for the season. A player with undoubted courage. Here's the high ball. Watch how he gets. How does he actually get this? He actually pushed Starcevic out and then somehow got his hands to the ball before it went to ground. Good effort. Maybe a bit of luck required.
The Blues by 8 points. Monkhorst gets the tap. It's socket off the ground by Tony Shaw. Kick forward for the Blues towards half forward. Here's Craig Starcevic. Hand pass out to centre wing. Scotty Russell with pace on the left foot, looking for the youngster, Shane Watson. It must be a big thrill for him playing in front of this huge crowd. Gavin Brown goes to ground. He's lying on top of the ball and the umpire has pinned him, although it did look as though he was trying to knock it out.
Having a good season, Milhana. He gets a tough job each week now.
He's had a couple of good scalps this year, Scotty. I saw him play against Hawthorn. He took Tony Hall right out of the game.
Did well on Winmar until the latter part of that game, and is doing well tonight on Gavin Brown.
Yes, he's finally fulfilling the potential that everyone knows he's had. There's Monkhorst winning a lot of hit-outs. Alvin tries to sock it off the ground. Tough and hard, Tommy Alvin. Dacos with skill. Look at that. Magnificent. Russell. Brad Rowe. The John Platten look-alike. Brad Rowe sets sail for home. He brings it up in front of goal, but it's a poor kick and the mark has been taken there by Ian Aiken.
Collingwood have made the change. Richardson on the wing and now Brown playing on the full forward line.
Aitken towards Williams. Across the half-back line. Floats it to Kernahan on centre wing.
He uses his body well, doesn't he, the big fella?
Very cool in a crisis is Steve Kernahan. Hugs the boundary line. Bradley breaking free. Drops what he normally would have taken. And then puts it out of bounds on the foot.
Good kick by Kernahan.
Dacos onto Shaw. Collingwood out of trouble. Starcevic stands his ground.
Courage required. If you've ever played football, you've nearly everyone has been in that situation there where you've just had to stop underneath the ball. You know you're going to cop it, yet you've got to stand your ground.
Well, someone must have infringed with Morwood because he has the football. He's at centre wing. Hannah again comes over the top, but straight down to Russell. His kick is smothered. Alvin has a chance to clear for the Blues. Tom Alvin to half forward. Caverton got fingers, but doing it from behind. Monkhorst lost it. Bradley chips into Brown. Here's danger for Collingwood. Brown sets sail for home, and there's another one for the Blues. Fraser Brown gets his first. Carlton a 7-4. Collingwood a 4-8.
Well, as I mentioned earlier in the commentary, he's had a good season on the last couple of games, Fraser Brown. Here it is, the build-up. 21 kicks last week. 8 handballs to number 20. Number made famous at Carlton by Wes Lofts, and he goes there for his first goal.
Carlton doing it well by 14 points. The Magpies badly need a quick goal. Carlton looking very, very dangerous. Here's Scholl receiving from Aiken. Scholl to the half-forward line. Over the back is Kernahan. Got the mark to the man in front, and good decision by the umpire. Break Starcevic. He's got the big job because they want to leave Pert on the full-back line. There's a courageous mark. It's taken by Jamie Turner. Monkhorst off. Manson on for Collingwood as Jamie Turner should kick long. It's a very high ball in towards the half-forward line. Players wait. Oh, brilliant mark by Hannah. He is playing a magnificent quarter for the Blues. Millen Hannah wide. Greg Williams. Dacos back with the fly. Oh, courage shown by Greg Williams.
You see what Williams did then. Put the leg out. Now there's a bit of an altercation between Williams and Dacos.
Tommy Alvin, the long kick. Danger for Collingwood because Kernahan lurks at the back. Kernahan tries to tap it on. He's still going, Kernahan. He gives it straight to Russell. Russell looking for the brilliant Dacos. He's got it. Dodges and weaves. Dangerous hand pass.
Whoa.
Mick McGuan, or the boot went out. Mick McGuan's been an excellent player. Handball over the top. Brad Rowe, can he get clear? He can. And the little half forward kicks a goal. And Brad Rowe has missed.
Action aplenty in the second quarter. But Carlton holds sway by 13 points. Hannah has had a very good quarter. Williams has come into the game. Back he goes to Milhana. To centre wing, O'Sullivan is smothered. Dacos waits down. Chips one towards the half-forward line. Dorotich is there to tidy up for Carlton. Looks towards Kernahan, who again has to come from behind. Dacos waiting down for the Manson punch. Delicate chip to Morwood. Can Collingwood mount something? McGuan tries to get round. He does from the left foot and 52 metres out. It's away to the left. Peter Dean can't mark, but he sees it over the line for one behind. 4:10. Plays 7-4, just on 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Dean does it again to Williams. Hannah slips at the crucial time, but it's Williams who tidies up with a hand pass. Only as far as Dacos. Bradley could have held him when he didn't have it.
Gee, that was clever, wasn't it, by Dacos?
Carlton changing their ruckman in the forward pocket. Cavan is resting down there. Spalding now on the ball. Here it is. Dacos, arms out, drawing the umpire's attention to the fact
As the illegal tackler was Brown. Opportunity now for Richardson. High and wide. Out of bounds on the full.
Peter Dean. Cool, calm and collected. Backman gives it to Elvin.
change being made. Scholl going off for Carlton and Tuxon coming on.
Tarkson, yes, a real goer. Darren Tarkson now. Elvin across the face, a great quarter. He's loose on his own. He's just come on the ground. Hannah gives it out in front of him. If it's sit for him, he can run about 50. This is Darren Tarkson. The chip pass is a shocker. That is poor play by the interchange. That's no excuse.
Don't be so critical. He's been sitting on the bench all day. Just come on.
Don,
what do you want him to do?
The guy is 50 metres clear. He's kicked it out in the full. It was a poor kick, as we see Gary Pert on the left foot to the half-forward line and a mark. No, it's dropped by Manson. Goes on with it, Manson. Gavin Brown, he'll go hard at it, as will Spalding. Good play, Spalding. Dorotich went without it. Gavin Brown brings it in towards Rowe. And little Brad Rowe has marked 40 metres from goal. The short one is onto the pocket. Shane Watson has ducked back and he has marked 15 metres from goal, 45-degree angle.
Player came up through the Teal Cup. Outstanding junior Watson, really living up to that potential. It's a horrible word, potential, he showed as a junior. He's already kicked 15 goals, 10 for the season, 3 points tonight. Can he get his first?
Here's the kick. Oh, no. It's a poor kick. It's out to the right and he has missed, and Collingwood have not got the kicking boots on tonight, but he drops it from a height, Don, and doesn't really guide it onto the boot with that right hand. He's got to work on his kicking.
I hope Collingwood win tonight, Peter, because it could be a mass suicide in that great Southern Stand. It's full of Collingwood supporters and I'd hate to see them up to their death after the game.
Watson has kicked 4 behinds. Hannah almost marked from the back of the pack. Socket off the ground towards centre wing. McGuan and Kernahan. Well done by McGuan. Was going to leave it for Starcevic. Now Tony Shaw comes in to lend a hand as O'Sullivan sees it over the line.
Shandy, a vital 2.5 minutes here. The last thing Collingwood would want is a Carlton goal before half-time.
Yes, 15 scoring shots to 11. Collingwood has had their chances.
Well done, Kernahan.
Dacos. High on the outer wing. Dorotich waits for a bounce and just tries to flick it on, but it's stolen by Richardson. Collingwood towards Brown. This time out in front of Hannah. Gavin Brown will go back from 50 metres. He wastes no time. Pumps it long in towards goal and he's missed another one. Another opportunity.
Standing game last week, Gavin Brown. 23 kicks, 10 handballs. He's been averaging 26 disposals a game.
Inside 2 minutes remaining. Williams again. Just floats around in the back pocket region. And they look for him bringing the ball back into play. What can he in turn find
Trying
up
to slow it down, obviously.
He goes long. Bradley.
Oh!
Fine mark by the former South Australian champion. Craig Bradley sprints away. Hogg may have cut into Kernahan's line on that occasion, but Hogg does some very valuable shepherding work for Gleeson, who hammers it in towards goal and hits the post.
Well, that was all through the work of Hogg. The way he ran with the flight of the ball, then he held up Francis to allow Gleeson to run onto the ball. They're the things that don't go down in the stats, Peter.
Held him up, all right. He held him back. In fact, Tony Francis a little bit
held
stiff.
Him back.
Was he ever? Mickey McGuan at half back. Oh, he must be a little bit slippery out there. McGuan to centre wing. Tony Shaw waits underneath it. He'll go on with a chore. Jamie Turner, oh, he's got into trouble, but he gets out of it. Dodging, weaving, the short chip is on, and he has found Morwood. Morwood was off. Morwood went to hand pass. The umpire's giving him the benefit. The chip pass. Ronnie McEwen up in front. Has lost it. Sexton's been a good player down there. So has Elvin. Elvin de Tark's on with the mark. And Jamie was nearly off again. Jamie Turner, long way out from goal. Time clock. 25 seconds of play left in this quarter, but he's got to come back behind the mark. Kick over the mark. Turner. 25 seconds for Collingwood to race it down and get a goal. Oh, dangerous pass and a good mark chipping in Sexton. Geez, an improved player. Michael Sexton, in my opinion, well, apart from Hannah, probably Carlton's best backman tonight. Sexton to the centre of the ground. Kernahan, back up support for Macon. He's lost it. A loose ball, centre of the ground. Gary Pert goes to ground. The brilliant Dacos again. Geez, a clever player. Players going hard. Francis under enormous pressure. This is a good game now. There's the siren to win. A hard game of football. This is the first half here at the MCG. 7-5 Carlton. Collingwood 4-12. But
Brad Rowe on the bench for Collingwood.
Carlton leads by 11 points. Caverton and Monkhorst. It's the latter who wins it. Morwood tries to flick it over the back, but taken by Brown. Down towards the right half forward flank. Silvani's got to beat two of them. He heads towards the boundary line under pressure from Gavin Crosisco.
Tony Francis, last year's best and fairest for Collingwood, in the forward pocket, normally first rover.
There was a huge cloud over him coming into this game. He'd been bedridden with the flu. So too had Morwood, who started on the bench.
And we see Gavin Brown now obviously playing on the ball because Millum Hannah's got the job on Graham Wright.
Adrian Gleeson had a very good first half.
James Manson on the ground. He's in the forward pocket for Collingwood.
16 possessions for Gleeson. Monkhorst has done well. Brown's kick is high. McGuan underneath it, but taken by Williams. A proper little hand pass that he takes himself. Well done. Pulls it back towards Silvani. There was holding on from both players, so the umpire said, you sort it out and we'll play on. Starcevic spiralling a kick back towards half forward. Watson very quickly gets boot to ball down towards the 50-metre line as McEwen comes steaming out, running away from goal. Gives it back to Watson under pressure from Aitken. And we'll have a throw in almost down to Collingwood's 50-metre line. Ideally, Ian, they need the first goal.
Yeah, it's very important for Collingwood to get some sort of impetus. They were quite predictable with their 4 goals in the first half. Now an opportunity for Aythorne. Good tackle by Morwood. Tap on by Aythorne was all right. Elvin, rather sloppy hand pass, goes after it again. Forced to kick with that left foot. High, punched away from his teammate McGuan on Russell, and away go the Blues. A chance for Williams. The kick towards Spalding, and Spalding doesn't let him down, takes a good mark in front of Starcevic. Looking to move the ball on is Earl Spalding. Now he gets around onto that left foot and kicks it very, very well. 45 metres to the front of the goals. It's punched back towards the goal, and it will score for the Blues a rush behind.
You go to the back to the left forward flank for Collingwood. McGuan had to sit over Russell. Should have shepherded him and let him take the mark in front. Russell, instead, McGuan tried to take it over him.
Pert's kick-in is marked by Starcevic.
Craig Starcevic from half-back. Richardson in towards the middle. Dacos and Alban with the one hand. McGuan dashes through the centre. Wobbles a kick down towards full forward. Sexton couldn't take the mark. Manson tried to paddle it backwards. Sexton heads for the boundary line. Yes. Deliberately.
Yes, deliberately over the boundary line. Sexton really didn't have much or too many options on that occasion, did he? Anyone in that position probably would have done the same. Maybe there was Dean there, but the umpire's red hot. Now Millum Hannah's got the job back on Brown.
Well, why shouldn't he? He's been very effective so far. I'd run with him for the whole game.
Tony Francis is about to have his third kick. A short pass
Free
to
kick.
Morwood. Tackle too high on him. So it lessens the angle.
Yeah, Doricic a little disappointed with himself there. I
Oh, now look what Dorotich has done. Now look what he's done, because Morwood had his back to the goals as he walked back. Dorotich realised the situation, went back off the mark. So it'll be interesting to see where more. Look, I wonder if that's asking. That's right.
He's also asking the umpire
where the mark is. Now watch this. This will be interesting.
It is for Collingwood fans because he's goal, and that's what the Maggies wanted. Morwood gets his first.
Well done, Shane Morwood. He was in a little bit of confusion on that occasion because of the mark. We already mentioned it. Here's the free kick coming up from Dorotich. Maybe we can see what happens. No, we didn't. We missed actually Morwood going with his back towards goal. Never do that when you're having a shot for goal.
So back in the centre, the bounce favours Caverton. 7-6 plays 5-12. Punch by Krasiska. Tap on by Turner. Dorotich crashes his way through. This is an effective kick now to full forward Kernahan. It clean bowls him. He's being held by Gary Pert. So Kernahan will take the free kick, and Gary Pert not happy.
Well, it's great to see umpires now paying that free kick. For a number of years, there was a lot of manhandling going on. Players didn't know how to use their bodies in going for the ball.
Was there much in it, though?
Now, this is from the southern stand. No, that's
Stephen Silvani and Michael Gafer. We missed the Kernahan, Gary Pert.
But it was interesting, Ian, you could see the holding on that does go on.
Well, Kernahan has the football. Collingwood may suffer the ultimate penalty here. Kernahan's kick looks pretty good. It's another goal to the captain. Stephen Kernahan has now kicked 5, and 5 out of 8 is a workmanlike performance in anyone's language. 8-6 plays 5-12.
Well, 5-2 last week, Stephen Kernahan. He hasn't bloodied his copybook tonight. 5 straight. He's been the leading goal kicker at Carlton since 1986.
Well, he's an absolute champion, Kernahan. 5 goals out of 8. Opportunity here for Williams, away to Caverton from the centre bounce. It's high. Starcevic underneath it. Spalding! Early jump to Koine. Phrase there, or a pun. Earl Spalding into the pocket. Kernahan again. Oh, he's left Gary Pert miles behind. There's a free kick further upfield. He's there right in front of the square.
Now, see, this is the holding on that I was talking about earlier. Gafer's been pinged.
Well, it's got to be Stephen Silvani's kick.
Silvani's got the kick, and it's great to see the umpires paying this type of thing. I mentioned that earlier.
I appreciate what you're saying, John, but gee whiz, it's a very, very severe penalty, isn't it?
Well, if it's there, Ian,
Spalding,
you've got to pay it.
No, he's just given it over to Stephen Silvani. Silvani, who's kicked 1 goal. Well, he shouldn't miss this. He's directly in front and only 15 metres out. And he does not miss it. 2 goals to Stephen Silvani. Up there at full forward. 9-6 plays 5-12. Collingwood got the first goal in the 3rd term, but the Blues have answered with 2 for their side.
Michael Gafer, I suppose that's part of his stock of tricks, is the holding on. A lot of backmen do hold on. They do play close. Now, we'll watch this. We've got this one on replay. There, see what's happening there? Now, a lot of that does happen. It's well picked up by the umpire. You can see there, holding on it well. He's got the arm out now.
42 plays 60. Carlton get the break. Gleeson's kick only as far as Shaw off to right. Over centre wing. Francis is not fit. Aythorne. Hand passes back into the centre. Alvin quickly on to Caverton, who stabs towards O'Sullivan. But a mighty grab coming over the top was taken by Krasiska. He gives it to Dacos. Will that lift the Maggies? Towards Morwood. Fisted away from him. Watson couldn't take it cleanly. Neither Turner. Brown goes through. Collingwood wanting something special. Who can give it to them? Russell chips round his body, and McEwen takes a fingertip.
A bit of an enigma, isn't he, Ron McEwen? He doesn't look terribly fit. Not too much muscle definition there, but he's certainly got a lot of strength, which enables him to get away with that speed that he has or does possess over the first couple of yards. Adaptable player, can play either at full-back or full forward.
Kicked 1 goal in the second quarter. They desperately want one now. Flat-looking punt kick is offline and through for 1 behind.
1 goal 3, Sandy. And it's just testing material for Ronnie McEwen. When he gets it around that 50 metre or just inside, he's such an awkward kicking style that it's a bit of a troublesome one for him.
Doritich's kick is going to be okay. Sexton gives it away to Hogg, who floats it across the middle. Spalding gets a bad bounce. Shaw flicks it back to accommodate Starcevic, but it beats him over the line on centre wing. Quickly down to the boundary line, here's Gerard.
Yes, well, Collingwood have moved Manson into their forward line, which has meant multiple changes for Collingwood. For Carlton, Dorotich has picked him up. Manson, Aitken's gone on to Morwood, and Sexton has moved on to the more mobile Watson.
Hogg finds Cabinet. To half forward. Kernahan unable to get a run at it. Dacos takes the hand pass. Oh, and a delightful little pickup by Russell in the middle. McEwen again. Now he's in exactly the same position, same distance. What's he going to do? Have a shot? No, just drift it down. McGuan had dropped down into that hole. He takes the mark.
Francis is going to go off for Collingwood, and Brad Rowe coming on.
That also happens, Sandy, because of a Cavadon gather at centre half back and the poor kick marked at centre half back by Starcevic, I think it was.
So Francis off. All Australian 1 year and 3 kicks for the night. Sees him benched. McGuan, on the other hand, has had a very good night. Kicking for his first goal. They need this to cut the margin to 11 points. Light rain just starting to fall, but he goals. Collingwood trails by 11 points.
Well, Michael McGuan playing in the centre. 25 kicks last week, more than anybody else in the AFL for that week. Around, what was it, round 6. Had 6 hand passes, 31 possessions for the game. In actual fact, he leads the AFL as far as average kicks go.
Carlton leads by 11 points as we go back to the legends. Here's Mike.
Okay, and let's see who's going to come out with this. It looks like Carlton. Milhana running towards the wing on the member side, over to Hogg. Hogg showing off plenty of speed. Puts a short one in, taken by Bradley. Bradley to Gleeson. Gleeson down. Oh, there's a big wrestle going on down there between Gayfer and Silvani. And I think the referee said all square.
He plays pretty close, Gayfer, Mick, doesn't he?
Yep. Plenty of wrestling. Look at that.
He's a renowned tagger.
So we'll take the throw in that forward pocket. Mickey McGuan in there once again, taken by Williams, a quick hand pass to Spalding, Spilt, taken by Bradley, hooks it over the shoulder, Kernahan and Pertz, Monkhurst, he's snaffled by Silvani, down it comes to Fraser Brown, players diving in on top of it. Gee, the pressure out there, Lou, is relentless, isn't it?
Well, there'll be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Carlton goal, and they're in front at the moment. They lead by 11 points. And at the moment, I would say that they're playing on top of Collingwood. Oh, Kernahan got well up that time. Picked up by Pert. Driven back towards the wing position. Punched out by Aitken. Going after it now is Hannah. And right on his tail there is Morwood. It's finally picked up by Scotty Russell, who's playing a great game. Over to Turner. And the Magpies swing back into attack up towards the full forward position. They get under the ball now. There's a race, but kicked off the ground by Dean. It's a free kick.
Hogg.
It'll go to Hogg of Carlton.
He was held, Lou.
He was held, but not in possession. He'll take the free kick down there in the back pocket. Drives it out now. Chance for Elvin. Ball knocked out. Picked up by Dorridge. He's got plenty of time to get rid of it. He lost it. Oh, there's a battle going on now. Picked up by Ryder, hand pass. There's Manson and Dorridge having a fight. Comes back to Gleeson now. But the umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Carlton. And the free kick will go to Gleeson down there on the 50-metre mark. Over to Tommy Elvin. And the Blues take it away from the danger zone and drive the ball back towards their half-forward line. Punched out by Monkhurst. Grabbed by Tony Shaw. Over to Dacos. And the Magpies have another go at the goals over their half-forward line. There's a chance. Cameron got under that one, but down goes McEwen, picked up by Dean in that back pocket position.
Dean always steady, gets it out to the half-back flank on the outer side. Milhana went up there, off the hands, over the line there'll be a throw. And midway between the wing position and half-forward flank to the Magpies on that outer side.
Now the boundary umpire about to bring the ball back into play. Morwood doing the ruck work against Aitken. Aitken in the front position. Milhana takes away, gives a handball over to Gleeson. In turn he gets it to Cabinet, who drives to the half-forward line. But it's all Collingwood. Starcevic uncontested at centre-half back, takes an easy mark. And he darts away. He puts in the short one here to Mick McGuan. McGuan on the half-back line for Collingwood on the members' stand side. A calculated risk there. He got a handball out to Pert. Pert drifted down from full-back and drive from half-back to half-forward. Out they come, the middle led by Dean. Dean hits the centre circle with the football. It's an awkward bounce. Knocked on by Bradley. Taken by Pert. He miscued. O'Sullivan chips in for Carlton. Straightens up on the left foot and goes for home. It's a long kick, but it's well off target. And it's hit the behind post down there. The umpire now has gone through for 1 point only.
Ted, that was a bad hand pass by Perk that time. It led Carlton in for a break, and they were very lucky to get out of that one, Colling. But there we see David Parkin. He sides in front by, 2 goals, 12 points. Ball back into play again now. Out towards the wing position. There's a good mark taken here by Wright. We need all these, I shouldn't say we, but Collingwood need all these guys to fire. Because they're in plenty of trouble. I suppose your two colours come to the fore, don't they?
They want this bloke firing Brown.
That's right. Here's Kosiska going after it now. A long hand pass, but it's a wild one. Picked up by Dean. Back to Aitken. And Carlton get it away again. They're playing strong football in defence. Over to Cabinet. Picked up now by Gleeson. Gleeson with a long kick over the half-forward line. Silvani's got it. And young Suss has got it there about 35 to 4. Wouldn't be 40 metres out. And the Blues are looking good at the moment.
Louis, I don't know if this is good tactics by Gay for the way he's playing, Silvani.
Well, he's giving free kicks away, but he's concentrating too much on him, and he shouldn't.
Yeah. I reckon he'd be much better to back his own judgment against Silvani rather than play so much close attention to him.
Well, there's the kick now by Silvani, only about 30 metres out directly in front. He'd have to fall over to miss this one, and he hasn't.
You weren't too sure for a minute.
I was not too sure, but I think he's certainly hanging on there. There's no doubt about that. And, of course, the moment he hung on, he kept himself back from getting near the ball.
Well, he got the double up, didn't he? He got the free kick and the mark. Well, should have. OK, here we find Carlton going into attack once again. Taken there by Fraser Brown. Short one in towards Williams, and it comes off. Williams plays it immediately. Here's a go, Silvani!
Clever football by Williams, wasn't it? Smart thinking by Williams.
They're not giving. I tell you, my old mate Jack Hill, the blind miner, could see what's going on.
He had to get a mention, didn't he?
Oh, he's a good mate. But you can see what's going on. Carlton are putting the pressure on and playing the better football. And Silvani puts it right through for another one to the Blues. The scoreboard now reads at the MCG in front of this enormous crowd. Collingwood are 6-13-49. Carlton are 10-8-68.
Well, Collingwood certainly have got to do something now as we watch this mark again to Williams. Williams doesn't wait, he just continues on. He can see Silvani unattended there, and as Manson comes onto the ball now. And also
Louis, at the change, Manson's gone onto the ball, is that right?
Well, he's got plenty of spring. Knocks the ball out first, knocked away by Williams, but Carlton go back into attack. Kicked off the ground by Bradley, down to their half-forward line. But look at Bradley go. Right on his tail, he's got him, he slung him to the ground. The umpire said, hold the man. Well, the Magpies can't do a thing right at the moment.
Is that right or not?
Well, I'm not going to be the judge here. That's the umpire's decision out there, and you won't get me to that one. We're waiting on now the ball to come back by Bradley from about 65 metres out from goal. Looking for Kernahan, he's in the front posse. Picked up by Carlton up towards Silvani, having a great tussle there with Gafer, picked up by Morwood down there in the back pocket. Collingwood taken away, and a good mark taken out there by Kosiska.
A quick hand pass over here to Russell. Russell now in towards the centre, and Collingwood are away. Shaw now, nice hand pass to Mickey McGuan. Down, there's nobody home. The ball beats them all. And here's Dean pushing that ball in front of him. Can the Pies get out of this? McEwen tries to push it in front. Dean comes in, cleverly knocks the ball on. Oh, McGuan in the back. No, play on is the call. And the Blues get out of trouble. The ball goes to the wing position on the members' side. Collingwood now with a big chance. As the ball taken by Richardson, driven in the hair towards Starcevic. Out it comes to right down towards the pocket on the member side. Manson is there. He's got control of it. A funny old hand pass, snared there by Gleeson. Gleeson of Carlton pushing the ball in front of him. He's tackled. Gets a big hand pass to Fraser Brown rather. Fraser Brown. Oh, Carlton are doing everything right, and the ball goes forward, taken by Spaulding, but the free kick is going the Magpies' way.
I think
it's going to Morwood.
I reckon the push was on there, Mickers, so we see Morwood go forward to Starcevic. He's on centre wing, the members stand side, but there's nobody home for Collingwood, and Dean takes an easy mark. He goes to the ground, the umpire watches closely, picked up by Kavanagh. His kick is not good, but it finds a man in Elvin, who handballs to the running Hannah, onto Gleeson, back it goes this time, now to Delulio, who goes long, looking for Silvani, but Gaffer's playing in front this time, backing his own judgment, as we suggested, and it paid dividends. He handballs to Pert. Pert goes to the outer side. He's got a teammate out there who takes the mark in McGuan. Chips one over the top to Starcevic. Starcevic handballs over to Pert again, who's on the wing, the outer side. A short pass is not a good one. In there is Tarkson. Pert still trying to pick it up. He can't do so. He's got it. Lose it. Hannah's there. So is Brown. Oh, the pressure is enormous out there. There goes through the pack Dacos. Kicks it high in the air. He's going for home, but it's all Carlton as Dorotic watches the ball go over the boundary line for a throw-in. Carlton 10-6, 10-8, 68 to Collingwood 6-13, 49.
We wait for the throw-in now. The players set themselves. Monkhurst gets the front position, but Kavanagh gets the tap away. Here's a chance for Rowe. Can't pick it up. He's ridden into the ground, but the throw-in will take place right in that forward pocket down the big scoreboard end on the members' side. Francis is back on as Monkhurst gets up again. Kavanagh got his fist to it too. Comes to Fraser Brown and out it goes and away go Carlton once again through Hogg. He gets a kick up towards, Williams almost took a beautiful mark. But almost is not good enough. The umpire's whistle goes and Louis.
19 points the difference in favour of Carlton. They're playing great football at the moment, playing on top of the Magpies. A ball up towards the centre wing.
Collingwood's still down at half forward, Lou.
Yes, they're not firing very well up there at all. Ball knocked out that time by Kavanagh. Comes down to Gleeson. He's put off balance by France, who's played a pretty poor game. Ball comes from Richardson over to Morwood. Morwood drives it down towards Dorotic. He's got a mark. Strong mark that time against Manson. Dorotic with the ball now at half back. Oh, a bit of pushing and shoving there by both sides. The ball comes back to Richardson, who's played pretty well since coming on the ground. Goes for a short pass. Here's the go now for Turner, but he's lost sight of it completely. Oh, he's kicked it off the ground, but there's no one there for the Magpies. Gleeson. And the ball driven away this time by Hogg. He's played a great game. Over to Hannah. And now the Blues swing into attack. Over to Williams. Williams fumbles the ball. He's in trouble. He's grabbed. It's got to be home the ball that time.
Yep.
And the crowd going mad because it's a Collingwood free kick, and the free kick will go to Brown. Two Collingwood players on their own, picked up by Francis, one of his unusual kicks, or rare kicks today. And there's a great mark taken by Doran. He's doing a great job down there in defence. As a matter of fact, Ted, the entire defence of Carlton's doing a great job.
Very tight.
Yep, and they're certainly running. They're still running. I thought maybe their legs might have given out, but I'm wrong so far, I'll tell you. Down it comes to Delulio. Delulio, quick hand pass to Williams. Let's see what constructive effort he can make here. Gets it to Bradley. Back it goes to Delulio. Down here towards Kernahan. Not clear by Perth. Starcevic comes in here, but the ball beats Brown over the line. There'll be a throw-in. It's on Carlton's half-forward flank on the outer side.
49 plays 68. Carlton holding sway. But the pressure has been relentless. Burt back towards the centre. Collingwood needing a break and needing it badly. Tark's on to the outer side. Hannah has been superb. Milhannah from centre wing. Out comes Silvani. Can't shake the tag. Perth from the last line of defence. pulls it back to Graham Wright. Collingwood need to score goals rapidly. They're going to have to come home with a wet sail. Starcevic bounces his way down half forward as Gleeson gives chase. Kicks long, up towards full forward. Can Collingwood take a mark? No, it's hammered defensively over the line. Michael Sexton. Defending well, the young man. Well, it's not the end of the world, young lady. Still got another quarter to go after this.
They breed them young, though, those Collingwood fans, don't they, Sandy? Terrific to see.
10-8 plays, 6-13. Dorotage tackled high as he gets his kick towards Brown. Comes through very strongly. Peter Dean has been a great defender for Carlton for a long time, Robbo.
Yes, and Carlton must get better because Dean hasn't had much match practice. Neither has Williams. There's 2 or 3 others that need the run. Dorotage is another one who was out of the side early because of suspension in the Foster's Cup. So the Blues, with plenty to look forward to. They've still got to win this game, of course, but they hold a rather healthy advantage at the moment. It's in the right forward pocket for Collingwood. Manson, now Francis. A quick kick by Tony Francis, and he has had a night that he'd want to forget. 5 kicks. 3 of them have been free kicks. Out of bounds, touched off the boot, obviously, so boundary thrown in the right forward pocket. Monkhorst and Cavadon. Cavadon down to Gleeson. Gleeson has been quite spectacular. Away to Williams, who's now having a very, very big effect on the game. A brilliant kick to the wing. The ball to be won. Aitken. Athorn gets himself some space. Kicks it in towards the centre. DeUlio and Krasiska. The bounce is fickle for Krasiska. DeUlio's held. Surely. No. Play goes on. Bradley comes in, the experienced player. Little tap on by Tarzan. Now Collingwood are away. The rebound footy finishes with Tony Shaw in towards the centre wing where the mark is taken by Russell. Hand pass over the top. McGuan has been fantastic. Kick into the pocket. Magnificent. Dacos.
See, that was great delivery, wasn't it? Because he's normally a right foot kick.
Well within scoring distance. He kicks for goal and he's kicked a miraculous goal.
Well,
3 goals to Dacos and Collingwood hit back. Carlton 68, lead the Magpies 55.
Well, that's his 3rd goal, Dacos. 1 in each quarter. A little bit of an altercation going on between those 2. That's Turner and Tuxton. That started earlier when Collingwood started their drive on that half-back line. It was Shaw, then there was a little bit of an altercation between those 2. But what a great delivery by McGuan across to Dacos. Terrific football, Collingwood.
Can the Dacos magic lift Collingwood? Manson out of the centre. Francis trying to come into his own. Surges it down towards half forward. Over the top towards Rowe. Dean chances his arm courageously. Pushes back towards Gleeson on the wing. Oh, he's got Williams loose. And he kicks beautifully. His delivery is a delight to watch. Kernahan, perhaps too far out to score. But he's going long. 55 metres. It's very, very long. And there is the quick reply. Take that, says Steve Kernahan, as he pumps through his 6th.
Well, it was McGuan, Williams' opponent, who got the goal, initiated the goal where Dacos kicked in. Williams, his opponent, shot it across to Kernahan. And what a magnificent kick for goal. Kernahan, his 6th goal.
So the Blues at the moment have the answers. Dorotage waits. Manson charges. He wins it, but it's taken by Bradley, only as far as Morgan, who went off. And Spalding will take advantage of this. This could well be another one. DeUlio loses it, regains it, steadies, should goal from 25 metres, and misses. Now he's got it. First goal to Ron DeUlio, and a telling one. Carlton moved to 12-8, leading at Collingwood 7-13.
Well, the last time I saw Carlton was against St Kilda, and DeUlio had a quiet game, but he started to come into it late in that game, as he is doing now. That's his first goal, the VFA Rookie of the Year last year. Started with Brunswick, then to Box Hill. Now he's found his way to Carlton. Waiting on the ball to come back from the crowd.
Oh, what a fantastic effort by Williams to sum up the situation when Shane Morwood took it 2 or 3 steps forward after taking the mark. He assessed it very, very well, applied the tackle. The ball ran free. Julio nearly missed it, but had time to recover and kick the goal. Collingwood have got the job in front of them now. Manson looking quite determined. Under 2 minutes left. The Blues lead by 25 points. A big punch by Brown. Millum Hanna, who has been nearly faultless across that half-back line. Russell, the bounce awkward. Morwood gets back onto the left side, kicks with the right foot beautifully and finds Krasiska wide at half-back. Nearly run down by Julio, dumped after he kicked it. Play goes on. Carlton have the numbers at half-back. Tarzan a little slow, but he's able to get his possession away anyway. Kicks towards half-forward. Krasiska interfered with by Julio.
There's a little bit of byplay going on between those two as the ball went down the ground earlier, and that's why Julio gave that one away. It was through frustration.
Gavin Krasiska flies Gavin Brown. Just on a minute remaining. Carlton looking to upset Collingwood's night of nights. McEwen set sail for goal, but he's gone across the face and in fact out of bounds on the foot. Just shaving the post. So it will be Carlton through Cavidan to bring it back into play. Time ticking away for Collingwood in this quarter. It's been another good one for Carlton, extending their lead.
Ooh.
Francis rides a heavy bump.
That was heavy. Oh, let's hope the little fella's all right. He's there holding his head. Can appreciate why. At least he's all right. He could take his mouth guard out. I suppose he'd be thankful that he had the mouth guard in, Ian.
Yeah, he's a tough little customer, Tony Francis, but by gee, he's been the... 2 of them hit him. Gleeson first, then Brown. But he's been the... he's copped a bit of attention tonight. I think Carlton might feel that he's one of the key players at Collingwood. And they've done a pretty good job at quieting him. He's only had 7 possessions.
Actually, Carlton are a much tougher side this year. Not the fact that they're doing that type of thing, but tougher in their approach. They're tackling much harder too. A little bit of backbone now.
Inside 15 seconds. Williams.
Brilliant.
Very good quarter.
Third quarter has been quite special, hasn't it, Sandy?
Match stats: 11 marks, 14 kicks, and 12 hand passes. After a slow start, he's played some wonderful football. Carlton are in the box seat at 3/4 time. 12-8, 80, leading Collingwood, 7-13, 55. Set to go in the final quarter. Can Collingwood come back? Down by 25 points. It's Monkhorst who gets the first kick. McGuan like lightning to shore. Dummies the hand pass nicely. He'll have a shot from 46 metres. Into the square he goes. Dorotich over the back of Manson sees it over the line for one behind. But it's goals that Collingwood needs. Former champ Peter McKenna. Can your boys come back?
Well, they've got to do something up forward. I see Gavin Brown down there. That's a good move. They had to do something. Gavin's been held tonight and he can kick goals. This man is starting to really take over. Greg Williams, Tony Shaw picking up Greg Williams. I don't know whether we'll be able to keep up with him. Williams is getting better as the game goes on. Here's Cavidan, back to Williams. He's in everything. Oh, look at that. Clever play, Greg Williams. Dummies the hand pass, then onto the left foot, and a beautifully directed kick to Aythorne. That was great play, Williams. Kernahan in front. Arms were dragged down. Gary Pert. Quick kick to the centre wing. The race is on for the ball. Starcevic and Aiken over the back. Monkhorst too slow. Look at Williams. He's there again. And he measures the kick. He has a look. Kicks it wide and finds his former Sydney Swan teammate, Mark Aythorne, but it's punched over the line.
McGuan now seems to have the job on Gleeson. I saw him shadowing Gleeson earlier. So it'll be interesting to see whether Shaw is on Williams.
Monkhorst gets in front of Cavidan. Gleeson's had a very good game. Off to Aythorne, towards half forward. Krasiska chances his arm with the bounce, then leaves it for Morwood, who almost gets crunched. Tony Shaw wanted to give it to McGuan going past, but had it spent before he got it. Put Morwood under tremendous pressure. A cry of ball, but it goes unheeded. Shaw to right. Collingwood desperate to try and get it going, get something going. Russell sets up McGuan. Kernahan also a fit of the fumbles. Eventually sneaks it out the back door. Tarkson pumps it towards the 50-metre line. Spalding giving chase. With him is Pert. Spalding does get rid of the football. Towards Brown. Picks it up beautifully. Centering kick. No mark taken. But the tackle's too high. And Carlton have a chance to stretch their lead because Ron DiIulio got one high.
He certainly earned that one, didn't he? Watch this one on replay. DiIulio, but it's not. It's just about to come now. Wushu on the run through. Oh, he doesn't look too good, does he? Let's hope he's all right. He stumbled there as he tried to regain his footing.
Well, it was going to be a certain goal anyway, wasn't it?
We watch this on replay. Another angle.
A bit of a brain rattler, DiIulio, but he's up.
It's amazing how you do recover when the ball's there and the goals are not that far away, Peter.
He's 35 metres out. In fact, he's less than that. The umpire has taken the Collingwood man on the mark down to within 25 metres.
Yeah, he's got to hurry up, surely. Yes, the umpire's running over there to...
Officials just testing that he was quite okay. Perhaps there was a thought in their minds that he may have been slightly concussed. But DiIulio will shoot directly in front. This could well be the first nail in the Collingwood coffin. He's kicked it, and he's not impressed. Carlton surge further ahead. 13-8 to 7-14.
Very irate, Ron DiIulio. Well, Ron, you answered him by banging that goal through. Now let's go after the ball. Now we'll see the reaction. Watch this on the run through. Now can we see, here he comes. A few words to say.
Back to the centre. Desperation stage for Collingwood. They really aren't playing well enough. They need someone to fire them, maybe Dacos. That was Monkhorst getting it to the half-forward line. They've been solid and tough all night, Carlton. Here's Mark Aythorne. Oh, cleverly done. Bradley, a vital player for Carlton, Bradley. Oh, well done, Earl Spalding. He trapped that beautifully. He's got the runners up to half-forward. Gary Pert has tried hard. Kernahan to Siska. They can't get in. They've got too many receivers at the moment, Collingwood. They need someone to set them firing. That was Scott Russell towards Francis, who looks to be going at about 50% of his maximum. There were reports.
You've also got to admit, give Hogg a bit of a rap.
Yes, I agree. Well, there's a fight going on, and they want to get up and get on with the game. It's on centre wing. That was Monkhorst wrestling there. Here's Bradley. Collingwood have to just concentrate on getting that ball. Here's Tony Shaw. He's at half back. He's looking for an option. Oh, look at that, straight up in the air. They need someone to fire up at the full. The Carlton defence has been magnificent. And Peter Dean, now there's a bit of a pushing. Oh, well, this will be a free kick to Elvin. Bad play, Ronnie McEwen. This will be a free kick, I think, to Tom Elvin. No, he's playing it up the ground as it's going on behind the play. Bad play. Matthew Hogg to the half-forward line. Who was holding who? The umpire said they're both in it. Monkhorst at half-back. Damien Monkhorst breaks away, kicks it to the half-forward line. Dacos and Elvin. Dacos trying to do something magical. Jamie Turner runs into a brick wall. Here's Dacos again. Magnificent play, Dacos. Mick McGuan, the long kick. It comes in towards the square. Back with the flight of the ball was Hannah, but it rolls over the line and through from behind. But Collingwood need goals.
7-15. Plays 13-8. Hannah has been superb. He finds Cavidan almost down to half back as he pokes
This
it onto his
disposal is not that good, is it, Cavidan?
Somewhat awkward looking. May then have taken a better option by using the hand pass. But it gives Tony Shaw a chance from McGuan. Pushed as he takes the kick. Dacos can't quite hold it. Some heavy knee work going on behind play. McEwen gets caught. Francis rides the brown bump. Still going. That's good vision by Francis. And more like the Francis of old, showing dash and pace as he finds Richardson. .57 plays 86 at the moment. Richardson started the night on the bench from 48 metres. That too is away to the right. That has been the story of the night for Collingwood. 7-16. They've had more effective scoring shots at goal but have been unable to convert. Williams. Welcome to Carlton, Diesel.
What an acquisition he's going to be, Sandy. Once he gets a bit of match fitness, he is a great player, probably the best player in the competition.
13 marks, 19 kicks, 12 hand passes today.
Well, Fraser Brown, he's a greatly improved player. Look at the way he trapped that ball, Greg Williams, then. To the half-forward line, good play, Spalding. Terrific use of the body, but Graham Wright chips in. He's got the running player in Gavin Krasiska. Oh, they've mucked it up again, Collingwood. This could be against them now as Graham Wright, Krasiska in after it. Now Morwood, now Scott Russell. Russell has the bounce, he's got the pace, he's caught by Aiken. A wild hand pass. Gleeson has been absolutely magnificent. He goes down. Watson laying the tackle. Sexton out wide. Fraser Brown. Williams. Quick hands. Back it comes to Fraser Brown. Plenty of time. He chips it in short. Oh, bad kick though. Straight to McGuan. And Mickey McGuan. Let's see if they can do something up forward. Almost a free kick against Dorotich. Manson's been a very ordinary player. Centre wing. Two Carlton players getting each other's way. Sexton gets it to Gleeson. Adrian Gleeson to the half-forward line. Up they go. Bradley is there. Over the back, Starcevic. And he gives it to Mick,
down too.
Mick Gafer, who kicks wide. Tony Shaw under the hammer. He showed courage. Big Monkhorst. Oh, he loses it as Gleeson ran in after him. Now it's Morwood. Morwood through the centre of the ground in towards full forward. A shocking kick. And that has gone straight to Andrew Cavidan.
Who finds Alvin. Wide towards the wing. Wants Aythorne.
Julio should run off Krasiska because Krasiska can't even run.
10th kick to Mark Aythorne. Over the head of Julio. Krasiska's up. Across to Dacos. Now Francis. Chip is not a good one. Towards McEwen. Who's got to give a little ground to Graham Wright. He's got to give a little more. Starcevic is back in the centre. Now he gets a clean run forward. Long and high, but there's no one home. And Carlton looked pretty safe. Tarkson from the back pocket. Dorotich effortlessly shrugs the tackle. Kicks towards centre wing. It's not an effective kick on this occasion. Morwood is there to take the mark. McGuan. Oh, has it beautifully stolen by Aythorne. Well played, Mark Aythorne. He finds Spalding. Suddenly Carlton have it on half forward and will go deep into attack through Craig Bradley. Across to Aitken. From a standing start, 50 out. Now he sprints away, but he is a little too slow. Gleeson and Morwood. It comes to Morwood. Over the top to Starcevic. Collingwood desperately needing something. Carlton proving too strong. Richardson running the flank. Goes over the centre, but again there's no one home. The mark is taken by Cavidan.
Well, the forward line is an absolute shamozzle. Collingwood, they've got no one with any inkling of how to play forward play. And that's their problem. The Carlton defence far too good and too strong. But Don
also winning it around midfield. Peter, they're putting a lot of pressure on Collingwood. All they can do is blast it up high.
Don, if they're coming down the ground, there should be a forward at least making a lead and leading out in front. I mean, it's not hard to kick a ball under the chest of a man, surely, as we see Gleeson. Hogg. Off the side of the boot, it's a loose ball. Ron DeLulio. The chip passes on. Spalding can run into an open goal from 40 metres. Earl Spalding chips it in, and he has missed, in fact, to hit the punch.
So the scoreline showing Carlton 13-9, leading Collingwood 7-16. Let's go back to the legends. Here's Mike.
And Carlton playing like winners, thanks, Sandy. They're looking good. Pert from the big scoreboard end comes to the member side. Mick McGuan comes in, takes the mark. He's played extremely well tonight. A quick hand pass to Longhurst. Oh, tries some fancy stuff and gets away with it. Oh, almost. Is not good enough, but a hand pass over here to Starcevic. Starcevic of Collingwood down over the centre. No mark. Oh, the little fella comes in there. Shorey. And away he goes. The skipper of the Maggies down forward. Peter Dean couldn't hold the mark for Carlton. Picked up there is a Turner. Turner snaps. He's put it through. Can the Maggies come back? Well, Jamie Turner. And the scoreboard reads Collingwood 8-16-64. Carlton 13-9-87.
Well, there's only 23 points the difference. There's still a chance for Collingwood. They're not playing well enough at the moment. Shaw showing plenty of courage that time. Well, it's only 23 points the difference. Back in the set again. Monkhurst gets the knockout. Manson gets a hurried kick down towards that half-forward line. Back it comes to Brown, a hand pass. His teammate Manson wasn't ready for that. Umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Bradley, but Carlton looking very strong at the moment. Bradley. A long kick over the centre half-forward position. Monkhurst in the position, staying down as Pert. A hurried kick back towards centre half-forward, punched out by Hannah. He overran the ball that time right. Picked up by Aitken. A hand pass to Hannah. He's got a chance to break clear. He does. Beautiful play by Hannah as he shoots the ball down. Monkhurst coming across, and he's grabbed the ball down there at centre half-back. A little bit short of centre half-back. Oh, a shocking hand pass. Put Pert under pressure. Over to Gafer. Back to Kwasiska. And now Collingwood still striving to get that ball down there. Knocked down. But no Collingwood forwards there. Picked up by Dorotich. Over it goes to Sexton. Back in the centre. Marked by Brown, who's played a pretty good game tonight. The ball shot out wide. And there's Silvani coming well out from that full forward position. He's out there nearly on the wing. As the ball goes to Kernahan. He's got the mark. And what a game this guy's played tonight. I think he's kicked 6 goals for the night.
All right, Louis.
And he's been the inspiration to the team.
Okay, let's see what he can do here. Can he get his 7th? Lou Richards summed it up beautifully. He's been an absolute inspiration, the skipper of Carlton. Let's have a look at that mark. Makes position beautifully. Read it magnificently. Got too far away from Pert for Pert to do anything defensively. Now Kernahan. He would be about 45 metres out on an angle, kicking from the outer side, or southern stand side. It's on its way. Looks good off the boot. Yes. That's his 7th. His 7th. And Carlton move along to 14-9. That will be 93 to Collingwood 8-16-64 and in trouble.
And there's 83,600 here. 682 tonight. Just come through the ticket tape to me.
Have a look at that mark again. Beautiful player. Read it so well. Nice kick now. E.J. Whitten, can you see Collingwood? E.J., can you see Collingwood getting into it?
No, I can't. They're very frustrated at the moment. There's a knock from the centre. In goes Williams. He gathers, he ducks his head. Umpire watches closely. Play on as a call. Dacos to Brown, on to Russell. Russell chips one down here looking for a big man, and Manson doesn't let him down. He's taken the mark directly in front of goals, 30 metres out. Carlton have got Collingwood's big guns covered in this match. Brown's been rather disappointing. Francis hasn't fired. I think Christian going off the ground early certainly didn't help Collingwood, but Carlton put the pressure on all night. The kick by Manson, unorthodox style, and it's hit the post. That's how bad they're going, the Magpies. They've hit the post for another point. 8-17-65 to Carlton, 14-9-93.
Ted, there's I think 83,600 and something. A great crowd in night, and of course Carlton have played great football. They're well on top of the Magpies at the moment.
They have, and there's Tarkson now who takes a kick in from Dean. He comes around the members' stand side, puts it high in the air, and from behind, Big Russell puts up the long arms. The umpire is going to pay the mark. Dacos running past, calling for the handball, but Russell, he goes for one down here. It's loose. It's Monkhurst who takes a mark on the half-forward line. He's got another player loose. He ignores him. He wants to go long. He's calling for a lead from down at the full forward position, and they fly Dorotic from behind. Put his name on that one, took the mark in defence, and they've got tremendous strength down there. The defence has been outstanding. He goes for a kick through the centre half back position. In goes little Francis, chipping away there, gets a handball out towards Richardson. He's got an awkward bounce, chased by Brown. He's got a fit of the fumbles, can't pick it up. Little Hogs in there, knocked it away to Bradley. Bradley chased by Wright. Towards the boundary line they go. Bradley's got it, loses it, held not in possession, and the umpire is going to pay the free kick to Bradley.
Oh, might have been a bit tough.
No, I thought he deserved that. He wasn't in possession. There he is now. He handballs the ball out in front of him. He's not in possession.
Free kick all the way there, Ted.
Smack on, Teddy. Smack on. Here's the kick now to Bradley. Going up over the wing position on that outer side. No mark. Oh, free kick. Maybe some people thought the Spalding. Shaw now gets it across here to Turner of Collingwood. Turner down forward. Here's a go. Manson. The big fella. Well, he's not the best looking kick you've seen, but he has been known to kick them from about this distance.
Well, this is Manson's third kick. He hasn't had much practice tonight, I'll tell you that now.
Awkward kicking style, hasn't he?
Here it comes. Oh, it's all over the place. And, oh, look at that. Caberton from behind takes the defensive mark.
Well, this fella's played a pretty good game too, young Caberton, and I think he's got a bright future with Carlton. That was a great mark, but a shocking kick by Manson.
They haven't had many losers, Lou, have
No,
they?
they certainly haven't. They've been a great team effort. Raining a little bit out here at the moment. Well, the director said quite heavily. Gleeson gets a wild hand pass. Coming through is Pert, but the umpire's found a free kick to Gleeson. They can't do a thing wrong, Carlton. And that's the way the cookie crumbles when things are going your way.
19 minutes gone, Lou.
19 minutes to go.
Yes, Rowdy.
Great mark to Brown. Hand pass coming over to Pert again. Goes for a short pass, and Tony Shaw, who's battled hard all night. And Tony's got the ball now, Captain Courageous for Collingwood in the centre of the ground. Goes for a short pass.
Oh, Mickey.
Oh, Mick McGuan dropped. That was a difficult one. Here's a chance for Ronnie McEwen. Fires at the goal. And the Magpies, they can't do a thing right. And it's gone out of bounds. And he's looking disgusted with himself, and so he should. Oh, Mark dropped that time by Aitken out there on that half-back line. But he's got a ton of time to get rid of it. Monkhurst, strong mark, a quick hand pass. Another one coming over now to Turner. No, it's Richardson, I should say. Goes for a quick kick down there towards full forward, but there's no one there. They're just doing it easily. But I don't know where the Collingwood forwards are gone. I think they've gone back to the dressing room for a bit of a break, really.
I'll tell you what, you're doing this hard, baby, aren't you?
I certainly am, but still we can't really criticise Collingwood that much when you think Carlton's playing that well.
Why can't you?
Well, you've got to give credit to the winners.
Play
They're
in front of the forward line.
There's David Parker smiling for the first time for the night.
Right, there's a throw in.
Can't lose.
This has been a real fizzle for Collingwood.
Oh, don't be nasty, Teddy.
Well, it has.
Oh.
Well, you've got to play in front of the forward line. You can't play from behind. And
Well, I know what I would have done. I would have switched Pert down to full forward, put Ronnie McEwen full back in that last quarter.
Let's get back to business. Another throw in. Starcevic high, goes up high, gets it down. Brown comes in for Carlton. He's close to the boundary line, looks to be over, but no, obviously he wasn't. Richardson and Hannah close there, and the ball's carried over. He has played extremely well, Ted. Will take the throw in. Slap bang on the wing position, almost on the outer side. Well, Great Southern stand side. Here they go, taken by Scott Russell. Russell of Collingwood kicking the ball into the forward zone, but their bad luck continues. Nobody able to gain possession. Could be a free kick Collingwood's way. Nobody able to come out with the ball again. And Carlton relieve the pressure. It's being pushed back towards the centre. Over goes McGuan, and he might get a free kick.
Well, I think you must say this. Mickey McGuan's played a great game for Collingwood tonight. They haven't had many winners, but Mickey's certainly one of them.
Right, the ball now driven down forward. It's Dacos. Well, he'll have to go for home here. Never mind about that fancy stuff. Yes, he's going to go goalward.
Well, he should kick this, Mike.
Of course he should, Louis. You would in your heyday, no doubt about it.
Here it is on
Dacos, it looks, it's swinging. Look good off the boot.
Well, that's the end of the ball game when Dacos starts missing those 45 yarders.
8-18 plays 14-9. Carlton in control. Dean ignores Athorn.
There are just no options, Sandy. Every time a Carlton player makes a move, a Collingwood man is right beside him.
Starcevic comes over the top. The defensive fist. Hogg had it, then lost it. Francis got in front. Hogg goes again. Bradley knocked up, getting kicks as usual. Carlton have had winners all over the ground tonight. Diulio stabbing in towards Silvani.
Actually, Jamie Turner ran across the mark then. He should be penalised for that. He followed Diulio. He got it on replay. We'd see Turner running across the mark.
Silvani kicked one in the second, two in the third, and now has one in the fourth. Carlton steam on. 15-9. Plays 8-18.
Well, they can do no wrong, can they, Carlton? Everything is just going their way now. And when a side's doing it the way they're doing it. Now, watch this. This is the mark now. Here's to Julio delivering the ball. He just missed Turner running across the mark. Should have been penalised, actually, Peter.
$33 points the Blues lead by a very disciplined, tough, hard performance. Athorn, they've got 20 goers. Carlton, there's Kernahan. Ooh, players went in very, very hard. Graham Wright. Centre wing, Tony Shaw.
Down to Peter on the 50-metre line, centre half back.
Scott Russell. Kicks long in towards full forward. Here's a one-on-one contest. Ronnie McEwen. One hand. Here's a goal coming out to the Magpies, kicked by McEwen. A belated goal by the big full forward. He's kicked two. The Magpies move on to 9-18. They're trailing Carlton 15-9.
Morwood back on his feet as this ball's going down. Russell. McEwen using his strength here against Dean. Good junior player was McEwen. In fact, he was Collingwood's under-19 best and fairest in 1983. Came up through the Teal Cup squad. Well, there's Morwood back on his feet.
Well, the good thing about this, all that rubbish about that extra day that people go on with, Carlton will look pretty fresh tonight.
Here goes Williams again, setting up another forward thrust. Spalding unable to mark. Pert on the last line of defence finds Morwood. To Starcevic across half-back. Well, Carlton regroup after their loss last week to Footscray. Now Collingwood must do likewise. Steve Kernahan's had a wonderful night.
No options.
He's booted 7.
Just nothing on. He'll only go high.
That's what he's going to do. Hannah will come from the back. He has possession now. Gives it off to Hogg, who takes the solid bump from Richardson, who has trouble picking up the slippery ball. But there certainly hasn't been a lot of rain. Very light shower. Williams again at the back. He's like a general, just marshalling his troops. Spalding round his body. High kick. Who wants it? Pert, but he couldn't hold it. Silvani through without it. Brown still trying. Gayfer close to the boundary line. Heads back towards the 50-metre line. Manson takes the mark. He's had a quiet night, James. His colours have been lowered. But he'll be back to fight another day. Bradley can't quite hold it. Socket off the ground towards Michael Sexton, who's had a very good game. His kick goes over the line just forward of centre wing. Under 4 minutes remaining. Carlton are assured of 4 premiership points.
Well, it's been a great effort by Carlton. Not many people tip them. That defence has been rock solid, and the old problem for the Magpies, Don, lack of forwards showing out again.
It's only tonight, Peter, and perhaps the problem comes around midfield, the way they deliver the ball, because they haven't had that problem in previous games.
They really haven't.
Multiple goals.
They haven't got key forwards, Don, and that's a big problem. Here's Spalding. He's still getting around the Collingwood players. Earl Spalding by 40 metres. What a great goal! Earl Spalding has kicked his second, and what a tremendous effort. 16-9. Collingwood, they remain on 9-18.
Well, you can see there a jubilant Earl Spalding, the players going up and congratulating. A little bit of friendly banter going on there, because Spalding is the worst kick in the AFL as far as shooting for goal. There he is, the bounce, the ball on its way, and he's kicked his second.
A moment of great joy for Earl Spalding. He said he couldn't kick straight. Bradley. A high kick towards half forward. Hannah comes steaming out to steal it. Heads towards goal.
Actually,
Quick
that
kick,
was
some
funny.
holding on going to Gaffer.
Yes, and the umpire saw
spotted it.
Gaffer say, hey, listen, I'm being held this time.
Disconsolate Tony Shaw sends it back.
Kerry Pert.
Towards Monkhorst. Turner at the back. Off to Shaw. Tired looking kick round his body. Brasiska held it, but he didn't have it. Inside the last 2.5 minutes here at the MCG. The Collingwood party has been spoiled.
Done that twice, hasn't he, Athorn, tonight, not giving away the free kick.
Russell sweeps it wide to Richardson. Has a long bomb. All Carlton at the back. And again, it's Peter Dean who's been rock solid.
Well, they're just like the Collingwood forwards have just got no idea of judgment. How many marks have they taken running back with the flight of the ball, those Carlton defenders? And there's Bradley. Gee, they've had some good players. I think Adrian Gleeson's nearly been best man on the ground. Williams has been great, so has Bradley, so has Kernahan, so has Hannah.
There he is. Start on the forward line, Bradley.
Well, this is part of that strong Carlton defence. Michael Sexton, he and Dean and Dorotich, Hannah, although he's been all over the place. Hannah, Gavin Brown has gone short to Starcevic. Collingwood have had far too many receivers tonight, waiting for other players to get the ball. Matthew Hogg, the chip pass. Athorn, 2 rejects, playing well now with their new club. Mark Athorn in towards Williams, and this is danger for Collingwood, because Williams will look for the loose man. He kicks long into the pocket. Silvani versus Gaffer. Now it's Kernahan. Kernahan trying to get round for a chip pass. I think a bit of holding was going on. Umpire calls play on. In they go after it. Mick Gaffer goes to ground. Now Turner. And Jamie Turner will repel that attack. Around the corner he goes. Front of the Melbourne members stand is Mark Athorn. Tarkson from 60 metres. A high floating kick. A long bomb in towards Hannah. Hannah in front. Almost took a bit of good mark to Craig Starcevic.
42 seconds remaining. Starcevic. Short to Richardson. Monkhorst has tried hard all night. Brown. Off to Morwood. He goes over the centre. Manson the spoiler. Bradley, a prolific kick winner. That was number 24 for the night. Brown under pressure. Morwood goes in to try and get it out. Is unsuccessful. And that will be the ball game. A history-making victory to Carlton.